My name is Shoy, Dr. Shoy. I am the District Medical Officer for the Southern Grindings. I'm clinic both in N.A.A.U.P and in N.A.A.U.P. I'm also responsible for folks on Keys, Palm Island, PSV. So I travel by boat between Union and N.A.A.U.P to have clinic.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, it's time to give a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can go on just pretending day by day that someone somewhere will make a change. We are all a part of the great big family, and the children's love is all we need.
We are the world.
You're the world.
We are the children.
You're the children.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
It's the choice we're making. Oh, saving our own lives is to make a brighter day. Just do it with.
The hospital is the most rural in the country, and there are lots of things that we need to solve the population. It's very difficult if we have a broken arm or something. We put on a cast on you. Just a simple X-ray is a very difficult thing to get. Most of the people in the community may not be able to afford to pay their passage to go up to St. Vincent just to do an X-ray, to come back down so that we can look at it. So yes, if we can get a small X-ray machine or something of that sort, and maybe train somebody to use it, it's not a service that we would need every single day, but have somebody there maybe twice a week or something like that where we could do that kind of stuff. There are now different types of apparatus where we can do small blood tests. What we normally do right now is that on Wednesdays, I normally draw the blood for some people once a month and send them up to St. Vincent to the lab and wait. Maybe it might take about a week to get back the results. Sometimes, especially in emergencies, we would like to know what's going on right now. That is very difficult. So there are small machines that could do 1 or 2 blood tests, CBC, which is very important. We can get that. If that's possible, that would be appreciated. There are regular small apparatus that we're out of. This simple apparatus here, an otoscope, ophthalmoscope, this is actually belonging to the hospital. But I usually bring it here on clinic day because we don't have another one. So, I move it around. I take it to N.A.A.U.P when we're going to N.A.A.U.P. Getting another one is a simple apparatus. Getting another one would be very convenient. The nurses can use it even if I'm not there. Sometimes I'm in N.A.A.U.P. And a nurse can look in somebody's ear and call me and tell me, hey, this is what's going on. So those small things would be of a lot of assistance. A lot of other minor things, stethoscope, apparatus to check blood pressure and so on, those things to me are important. We have a lot of diabetics on the island. If we can get some of the strips that they use, the glucose testing machines and so on, yes, it's a small community, but the needs are big. And those things, it might seem simple to other people, but they really make a difference.
So they know that someone cares, and their life will be stronger and free.
Yeah, we don't have an AED. We had one some years ago, but it passed its lifetime. It basically no use right now, and we've had several situations where it would have been beneficial. And it's kind of unfortunate. It's very hard, you know, to have somebody there who is having some heart problem and you know they will benefit from it, and you're trying everything else and you don't have an aid. And it's not, you know, it's tough sometimes because these things are not. It is not. I mean, strange machines and so on. It's relatively simple stuff. I remember some time ago they were asking, even in the States, they were asking restaurants and supermarkets and stuff to have one and so on and so forth. And I'm saying, you know, these things have, even in Canada, and we can't even get one and so on. But we had one, we used it several times, you know, it has served us well, but it's no longer, for the last 3 years or so, it's no longer.
And that's just as shown us by turning stones to bread. Must lend a helping hand.
I was talking about this recently. Problem with diabetes is that a lot of them need maybe somebody who is trained in foot care, because a lot of the problems with diabetics are the foot problems that they have. We don't have anybody trained in that area. We've been trying to see if we can get one of the nurses to do a short course, or somebody, you know, can come and just get a short one and just, you know, show them how we examine the foot and how we, you know, how we try and prevent problems. We're trying to see, what we normally do is send them up to St. Vincent to see the eye specialist from time to time. That works when we have eye specialists and so on. So those are the problems. One of the problems with diabetes also is to get people to monitor their blood sugar. But because of the glucose machines themselves are not so expensive, but the strips here in this country are really expensive. So a lot of people don't really, you know, follow up on that.
So you need somebody to teach foot care.
If possible, somebody to teach.
And I know that it is love, and this place could be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you
What are some of the challenges you face with healthcare in N.A.A.U.P?
Oh. Well, we don't have a permanent doctor, right? We don't have a doctor assigned to union. So as a result of that, sometimes when somebody is sick or you need medical attention, you can't get it. It's not available to you, you know, on a 24-hour basis.
Very good.
As I said before, even if we have a permanent doctor, the doctor is limited as to what he can do, because, you know, we don't have certain equipment for him to perform duties or whatever like that. And we don't have a proper hospital. Most of the time there's, you know, lack medication. We don't have a pharmacy, you know, with variety of you know, medicine and different things that people need on an everyday basis.
when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need.